Not an undocumented citizen.
But you'd put a rapist citizen in a position of power?
It would need to be heavily proven. Then that
How about this?
decision
How
would
about this? I want to go back to the claim that you made earlier about calling all undocumented immigrants violent criminals. Also, Parker Cinderose, I got you. What's a violent crime that they're guilty of?
robbery, sexual offenses, assault. They're, raping women.
Oh, just like various
Killing.
violent crimes. Okay.
Killing people.
Could you please prove that it's reasonable to believe by providing justification for the claim that every undocumented immigrant is a violent criminal?
They are, because they came into this country.
That's not
illegally.
a violent crime.
Yes, it is. It's a crime.
What's a violent crime? Could you tell us what a violent crime is? Could you tell the class what a violent crime is, ma'am?
Can you? I mean, you've been looking at your computer,
fucking stun
researching,
locks. Actually stun locks. Actually stun locked.
I watched you look up what a getaway is.
Actually fucking
reading it
stun
off your
locks.
computer. So why don't you look?
No, bro. Just answer the question, bro. Come on, bro. Can you tell us what a violent crime is? Even if it's just what you think a violent crime is. What do you think a violent crime is?
A crime that is extravagant. A crime that is, you deserve to be in jail.
What? That's what a violent crime is to you? What are you talking about? I've never heard someone ever define a violent crime that way. Like, you might be the only human ever in the existence of the world to do that. So far. Extravagant? That was the way that you just used the definition?
Yes.
How does that tell us what a violent crime is?
It is something like murder, rape, killing somebody, doing something that's crazy.
How about this? A crime that has
So
a
not unlawfully
specific...
entering the country.
How about this? How about a violent crime is a crime that has a specific victim or victims, and the crime hurts them a lot.
What was that? I'm sorry, you froze.
A violent crime is a crime with a specific victim or specific victims, and that crime directly, in virtue of itself, hurts them a lot.
Yes.
Okay, so a violent crime is a crime that has a specific victim that directly, in virtue of undocumented entry, is a violent crime. Specify the specific victim, and then specify how it directly hurts them a lot.
So, the victim would be America and its citizens.
Well, America can't be a victim because only people can be victims, and America's not a person. Try again.
Okay, no. America would be the victim along with its citizens.
America is a country, which is a social construct. A social construct can't be a victim because a social construct is not a subject. A social construct is not a person. A social construct is not its own tangible material entity.
No. Not even, and I said America and its citizens. What are citizens?
Dude,
people.
How could you victimize a social construct? How could you turn a social construct into a victim? Do you think it makes sense to say
because it's not just one person coming in.
That I could turn your name.
It just said on here millions, right?
Do you think it's possible that I could turn your name into a victim?
I mean, you could do anything anymore.
All right, bro. Okay. All right, bro. I'll just accept it. So the victim of the violent crime of undocumented entry is America
and its citizens.
And how does undocumented entry directly, in virtue of itself, specifically hurt them a lot?
Yes, because if they do not escape or get away.
I have a perfect question. The people on January 6th that broke into the Capitol, was that a violent crime?
They were being paid to do it.
Okay, wait, what? Wait, I'm asking the people who broke into the Capitol, was that a violent crime, just by virtue of walking in? because they committed a law. They violated the law against the federal government. Therefore, it has a victim. Under your view, it'd be a violent crime, right?
She left. Dude, that is
Bro,
probably...
dude, stop being a Zionist, bro. Stop lying to the internet. It's actually weird, bro. Like, you're actually weird.
That is actually probably one of the most stupid people that has been on this live stream ever. I can't believe it, Parker.
Yeah, I was that was interesting. I don't know if they left because of my question or just because of everything that preceded it. I think it was probably the latter.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Let's go to move on to the next guest. Only hop inside of the queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Trump as president. I have a couple of people to thank you for their love, so I'm going to do that here in one moment. Let's just try to get that very first. Are really racist and like to scream the hard R because they hate black people and they want minorities to suffer, and they'll tell you it to your face. Let's go to get the next guest up here. They hate minorities, they hate black people, and they'll tell you it to your face by screaming the hard R. That's maybe one really big reason why you shouldn't associate yourself with MAGA, right? Let's go to get that next guest up here. Only hop inside of the queue if you happen to be an American adult that supports Trump as president. Couple of people to thank. Miss Shannon. Miss Shannon, thank you so much for the $100 donation on Venmo. I appreciate you so much for that love, Shannon. I want to see 1,000 Shannon W's down below in that comment section. Thank you so fucking much. Huge shout out to Shannon down below because that is an unreal amount of money. I'm very, very grateful for you. Thank you so much for the unreal love and support. Show some massive, massive love to Shannon down below. Shannon with $100 says, that was one of the most hateful guests I've heard in your live streams. Wow. Hateful and stupid. Oh my goodness. Just like, how lost does somebody have to be to become that? I don't know how to describe it, bro. I appreciate you for the $100. I want to see 1,000 Shannon W's in that chat. Thank you so much for going above and beyond. I'm very, very grateful for you. Same thing to you, Helen. Thank you for the $50 donation on Venmo. Let's also get 500 Helen W's on top of those 1,000 Shannon W's. Helen with a 50 says, I teach ESL to immigrant kids. Many are undocumented. They're the most well-behaved at school, and their parents are hardworking. None are violent, especially kids who had no choice about coming. I'm the child of an immigrant fleeing war. Thank you for standing up for us. No, that last guest was just so fucking hateful. And you just know that she's never spoken to an immigrant in her fucking life. You just know it. You just know it. Because it's unreal. Okay? You think that all immigrants are violent criminals? Go talk to one of those violent criminals. You know what they're going to do? They're going to offer you a hot plate of food, and a nice cup of water, or maybe another drink. They'll bring you into the backyard. They'll fill you up, and they'll have good conversations with you for as long as you want to hang out. Why? Because I don't know. At least for me, every immigrant I know is fucking based. Like what are we doing? Oh yeah, the violent immigrant. The violent immigrant is going to offer you a hot plate of food. The violent immigrant is going to extend you an invitation to their local church service that they go to with their family to celebrate their faith and religion in a good faith, productive, cohesive manner, because unlike many other people, they actually think that people are equal to one another. The nicest people ever, bro. The nicest fucking people ever. It's just unreal. It's just unreal. Just unreal. Thank you for the $50. Welcome in, Diego. Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do, but not the way you think. I support it because I'll think he's the less of two evils.
Okay, honestly. You have a lot of reverb in whatever space you're in. Maybe if there's another space that you're in that you could go into, I'd really appreciate that. And while you're working on that, man, I'm going to finish thanking my donors. Joseph, thank you for the $20.
Because of my glasses, probably.
That sounds a lot better where you're at. Just let me thank a couple people and the mic of the floor will be yours. Joseph, thank you for the $20 who says 10 toes on business with that statement. Quote unquote, all the rapists deserve less than they have. So true. I appreciate you so much for the $20. Let's get to it. Joseph W's. Thank you. Ari, Isabella, and Olivia, appreciate you guys for the $5. Yesenia and Michelle, thank you guys for the $2 and the $5. Phoebe, appreciate you for the $5. And Pay, appreciate you so much for the $50 donation on Venmo. Pay, that is very, very kind of you. Thank you for the love and support. Let's get 500 Pay W's. That is very, very kind of you, Pay. Huge shout out to you. And then Serena with a $15 says, appreciate you. Much love as always. Much love to yourself, Serena. And then Taylor with a $10 says, my family is very MAGA and I enjoy your lives. Well, I appreciate you, Taylor. And hell yeah, I'm happy that we can help reinforce your beliefs when maybe you don't get that same type of structural support from your family. Over on Super Chat, thank you for the $10. T, who says, these kids and adults who slur on stream forget that the internet is forever. Yeah. Thank you for the $20. Z, who says, donating $20 to you. I don't know about that. I'm going to keep that one to myself, but I do appreciate you for the love. And then Gentry, thank you for the $25. Thank you, Gentry, who says, my mom and I have been following you for over a year. Because of all of this, she has registered to vote for the first time in her life. She realized that we need logical people to vote in order to combat the idiocracy that is MAGA. I fucking love that, Gentry. Please give my very best to your mother. I love that so much. Over on PayPal, thank you, Jacob, for the $14, who says the difference between an undocumented immigrant and a rapist is Trump bringing the first one being that the rapist is the freaking president. He's in the highest office. How are those the same? These people are crazy. Love the content. That last guest absolutely was crazy. Morgan with the $10 says, Dean, please never bring up another Morgan again. This is so embarrassing for us Morgans out there. LOL. Anonymous, thank you so much for the $10. Who says, here's a small tip for losing your shit and kicking the guest instead of dealing with a brain rot. I actually didn't kick her. She left on her own. Kathy, thank you for the $10, who says, life is becoming too difficult. It's getting hard to hold on. Oh, Kathy, hey, listen, talk to a professional, okay? I'm not even going to give you my input. I want you to talk to a professional if you're having those feelings. All right, Kathy, I appreciate you so much. And maybe that's not what you meant. You just said that life is getting difficult because of the Trump administration, but I'm just being super cautious here, okay? Riley, I appreciate you for the $10. Thank you so much. And as well, Miss Kayla, thank you so much for the $100 donation on PayPal. Thank you so much, Kayla. Let's get 1,000 Kayla W's in the comment section. Thank you so much for the monumental love to the stream. I'm very, very grateful for you. Thank you so much, Kayla. Kayla with $100 says, you're doing amazing, Dean. Just keep up the great work. I'll try my best. Day in and day out, I test myself a little bit more because let me tell you, these fuckers are nuts. Kayla, thank you so much for the unreal level of love and support. And we actually got another big one here. God damn, you guys have been so fucking kind to me today. Thank you, Mary, for the $82 donation, who says, you, Parker, and Santana are the best at what you guys do. Well, I try every single day to get better, Miss Mary. It's funny that you included Parker in that statement because I know you sent that around an hour ago, but now we actually have the man, the myth, the legend himself on the stream. Thank you so much for the $82. Once again, another absolutely insane donation. Huge shout out to Mary. Huge shout out to Kayla. Huge shout out to all of the donors. We are all caught up on Venmo, PayPal, and Super Chat. If you do want to support me, ask a question, or get a message across, you can find my Venmo and my PayPal in the link tree in my bio on TikTok, pin message on YouTube, and the handles at the top of the phone screen on TikTok right there. Thank you for your patience, Diego. Go ahead and tell Parker why you support Trump as president, because I'm quickly going to run and use the restroom.
Yeah, that's fine.
So go ahead.
The first thing I'm gonna tell you is I don't know how you hold this for so long with this lady, man. Honestly, that was crazy.
Okay. Why do you support Donald Trump?
I support it because he's the less of two evils. Me as an immigrant.
Why do you think he's the lesser of two evils?
Because me as an immigrant, we think that this country and the other administration haven't done anything for us. And I don't think that what this administration show on TV that is doing for immigrants is as bad as they are showing compared to previous data. So
okay. What has the Trump administration done in benefit of immigrants?
In benefit of immigrants, especially for my country, is a lot of things that they've done for us. Like basically trying to get rid of communism. They're, opposing like the people over there, and it just cleaning and taking the actual bad immigrants out because we're not, the same. Like we're not all bad, and what they're doing is cleaning and taking, the bad people out, basically.
No, they're going after people who just came here for a better life, and in most instances, actually proportionally to a greater extent than what the Obama administration did, for example, at a 4 times higher rate than Obama. So actually, that's not true. Now, this idea that you have that they're just going after people who are bad and they're not just going after people who are good, right? What evidence do you have to believe that?
Wrong. And also, wrong. You're right. It's not like, I mean, their main goal is going after people that are criminals. And with criminals, I'm not talking, about violent criminals. Is unfortunately, we're immigrants. And if we come here to America, is because we're running away from our system because it sucks. And we're coming here looking for a better life and something that America has to offer, and we have to behave. Been here 4 years only, so just try to use simple words for me, please. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got you. So,
Hey, by the way, I thought I'd just quickly butt in here.
You were telling me that it was about the immigrants. I told you that they were, we come here, we have to behave. Because unfortunately, it's like if you have somebody in your house, and if you see this, like guests that you have start doing like wrong things, you just kick him out.
Well,
you
if you're telling me that you're like a citizen, like you immigrated into America and you're a citizen, you're not a guest in the house. You're one of the owners.
No, I'm not a citizen. I'm a permanent resident.
How about this? 2 sentences or less. Why is Trump a good president? In consideration of everything that you've said back and forth with Parker, let's just reduce it down into one very simple claim.
Because the media is saying trying to play like the immigrants as victims. We're not victims. It's just we don't have a condition that the people like me, and I was lucky that I could become a green card holder. But we have to come here and behave. If we don't, we'll be kicked out.
Go ahead, Parker.
Yeah, so essentially the question I was asking him is, if you want to go after those that are violating immigration law, why do you support the Trump administration that is violating immigration law and violating people's due process rights?
Because it's like they're doing it, but that was a good one. Let me see if I can explain myself. They're doing it, but the intention is not that. Unfortunately, you can control everything that ICE agents are doing. And in this country, nothing will surprise me that they could be like agents, that are actually Democrats or something, and somebody that may be getting paid to do these kind of things and put in ICE like on the,
I'm just not hearing anything. I haven't heard anything of substance this whole time. Like, bro, like when are you going to give us a claim with substance why Trump is a good president?
I'm not saying that Trump is a good president. I'm saying that...
Can you give us a claim with substance on why Harris would have been worse?
Because she will be like, okay, what have the Democrats done for immigrants?
Okay, well, not illegally deported 300 of them to get tortured in CCOT for starters. But what have the Democrats done for immigrants? Work programs. I'm pretty sure that green card and visa holders as a whole are Democratic initiatives from the left. Expansion of social safety nets. Expansions to social safety nets to include non-citizens was a Democrat thing. DACA was a Democrat thing. Work programs for undocumented immigrants was a Democrat thing. But that's once again, I want to claim with substance why Harris would have been a worse president. When can I get a claim with substance that Democrats would have, that Kamala Harris would have been a worse president?
Because they don't care about the immigrants. They want... Seriously.
Okay. I would argue that the guy who wants to torture innocent immigrants, literally torture them in another country's torture prison, is probably cares about immigrants a little bit less, bro. Like the guy who's hired violent domestic abusers to be ICE agents that have then executed immigrants while they were just having a lunch break in their car and then defended them and blocked investigation, like probably cares about the immigrants a little bit less, bro.
It's like, but the point is, he says, like, openly that he don't. Let's say, you know, that he says that he don't like
like
immigrants.
what's the response? Like, convince me that Kamala Harris cares for immigrants less than the guy who's like defending ICE agents literally executing immigrants in broad daylight and intentionally deporting them in violation of their civil rights to a place in El Salvador where they are literally getting tortured. What's the argument? If you can't give the argument, I'm going to leave the same way 4,000 people have left since you started talking, because this is like incoherent nonsense.
And so, answering your question, why they haven't given papers to all the illegal immigrants they've been having here for over 20, 30 years.
Okay. So your response to my question was to further ask me why Democrats haven't done mass amnesty. Asking me why Democrats haven't done mass amnesty is not responding to the last argument I gave you.
I'm not saying mass amnesty. You have people that have been paying taxes, working hard for
Hi, bro.
over 20, 30
Done with our conversation, dude. Incoherent. Janine, welcome in.
Hello.
All right. Do you want to give a reason why Trump is a good president?
Because he is.
Oh man, that was really informative. Thanks, Janine.
Oh my god.
You should bring Diego back.
You should.
He at least he said more than, I don't know, it just is true.
You guys don't. What's the point? What is the point of to keep talking about Trump? Why don't you guys talk about something useful? He's your president.
The point of still talking about Trump is because you still support him, Janine.
He's got 2 more years left. You'll be doing this long and then he'll be president. So why don't you talk about more democratic policies? What makes you guys better than Trump?
Because I'd rather talk about why you still support him, Janine. Why do you still support him, Janine?
President, and I do like some of the things he's doing.
Wait,
It's
you
not
support him in
perfect,
virtue
but-
of the fact that he's a president. So if Jeffrey Epstein was a president, you'd support Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, shut up about Epstein, like you guys care about Epstein.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
do
God.
happen to care about
I
sexual
remember
violence.
a couple years, yeah, give me a break, because I remember a couple years back you guys were making fun of the whole Epstein thing because you guys thought it was a hoax. But now Trump's name was mentioned in it.
There's not
No,
a
no,
single
no,
moment that ever happened.
You guys were
Janine,
making like
could you-
jokes about
could you- could you
talk
prove
about it
this?
once.
Yeah, when did we say the Epstein
never
stuff
clicked
was
the
a
show.
hoax?
I didn't say you said it was a hoax, but you guys were like mocking it because of
What,
MPG and stuff like
how
that.
dishonest of you! You first claimed we called it a hoax. Secondly, when did we
Don't
mock it
stop.
even as well?
You guys didn't take anything with Epstein seriously and using that list.
That
Can you
was
show
not
us
true.
evidence for that? Could you show us evidence that we did
That's the only thing you guys
that?
care about. I listened to your streams. Okay, here come the comments. Oh my God, you lie, you people.
You're
are
literally
following-
just lying.
Yeah. Can you
I'm
just
not
show us
lying.
any evidence of the
Yes,
last
you
thing
are.
said?
You
Did you guys
absolutely
ever
are
talk
lying.
about- how's this? Did you guys ever even mention Epstein in any of your chats? I mean, your lives.
Wait.
ever until something was mentioned?
You just exposed yourself as a liar. Because less than 3 seconds ago,
No, I didn't.
yes, you did,
Someone
Janine.
had
Listen
mentioned
to what I'm
before
saying.
about-
Listen to what I'm
No,
saying,
I'm not
Janine.
listening.
Listen to
You
what I'm
want
saying.
me
You
to have to let me
you
talk.
just exposed yourself as a liar, Janine. You just exposed yourself as a liar. The reason why you just exposed yourself as a liar is because 30 seconds ago, you accused me and Parker of mentioning the Epstein files in a very trivial way where we're almost making fun of them. But now 30 seconds later, you're asking us if we've ever mentioned the Epstein files before Trump.
No.
So which
Yes,
one
you
is
guys.
it?
I'm asking
Which
you
one
that
is it?
question.
Which one is it?
Yes,
Which one is it? Or do you believe that we did mention the Epstein files and you remember us making a
Fine.
joke out of them?
Fine.
Or
Keep
do you not
talking.
remember us ever mentioning the Epstein files? So now you're asking us if we did. Which one is it, Janine?
Well, again, I'm asking you guys the question. I already told you. I remember when a couple lives in the past couple, before Trump became president, Epstein was mentioned, and you guys were like, kind of like laughing it off. Never took it seriously. Never heard you guys once
is
even
just
bring
a
it up in the
lie.
chat or live. Did you guys even talk about Epstein before?
This is just a lie.
Trump's name mentioned? How many
You-
times have you guys ever brought up Epstein in any of your lives?
Janine,
before?
you literally just said that we literally laughed at it. Now you're saying, "Oh, did you even bring it up? Do you hear yourself at all?
You guys take everything so seriously. Get it?
You take everything so.
I'm not
Am I
playing
supposed to
games,
not
guys.
take what you're
You
saying
guys
right now
take every little
seriously?
thing and twist
Yeah.
it
Wait,
around.
so Janine,
Move
you're telling
on.
us right now we should not
Move
take
on.
what you're saying seriously right now, correct?
You take everything
Also,
Literally.
Janine, yeah, of course I'm gonna take it seriously when you accuse us
don't take it-
of
Well,
making a
like-
mockery of the sexual violation
paid
of
attention.
newborn
He's
children who
never
were raped and
acknowledged
killed.
it. He's never
Like
acknowledged
yeah,
it. He wasn't raped and
that is
killed. What
that is a
kid was raped and
seriously
killed?
defamatory
What
claim.
kid was raped and killed?
What?
What kid was raped and killed?
Kids in the
What kid
Epstein
was raped and
files?
killed?
They literally ate their
Name one.
intestines.
Name one. Prove one case where a kid was killed in the Epstein case. Prove it.
And the files where they talk about eating the intestines of newborns.
And you believe that. I mean, come on. Some of the stuff was debunked and kind of not. It was like a lot of things were falsified. A lot of things
Okay,
weren't,
okay. So
proven.
you
Come on.
think that they raped a bunch
really
of
think here's
children,
what you can
but they didn't kill a single child?
Say that again?
So you think that they raped a bunch of children, but they didn't kill a single child?
I don't think they raped children. No.
What?
There's no proof.
You don't think that there were any children that were
assaulted?
assaulted?
Have you listened to some of those accusations?
What the
A lot
fuck
of
is
them were
wrong
just
with you?
called-
I'm sorry, Janine, are you really saying that there's not a single person that was assaulted in the Epstein files that actually was assaulted?
I believe there were some cases, but not to the extent that you guys think there was.
Can you name one case that you believe?
Okay, so as far as the rape thing, no, I don't really know because none of them were proven. A lot of them were debunked. A lot of them
Okay,
debunked or
wow,
something.
you're such a
And
rape
honestly, a lot of the
apologist.
victims- a
No,
lot of the
honestly,
victims
fuck
were
you, fuck you.
community cases.
Fuck you. You're such a rape apologist.
Yeah.
You won't even
No,
believe
no,
the
no, no,
victims of
This is what you
Epstein.
guys do. This is what you guys do.
You're
You go with
such
your-
a rape apologist.
that's
You don't
exactly
even
what I
think
do.
Epstein was a
You guys should have been the
rapist.
Epstein case. You don't know
Dude.
anything about the Epstein case.
Dude,
Only Trump's
if you don't
You're
listen,
disgusting,
bro,
Janine.
listen, bro, if you don't think that
I'm not
Epstein is a
your bro, so fuck
rapist,
off.
you just need to be sent away from society to live in the woods with
What do you know
berries
about
and
Epstein?
trees.
What do you know about Epstein? What do you know about the case?
Let me
of
tell
Epstein?
you. What do I know about
Tell us about
Epstein?
Epstein.
Very good question. I know that Epstein
so
was a pedophile rapist.
Okay.
That's what I know about
And
Epstein.
How did he get exposed? How did they find out about
How
what
did
was
he
doing?
get exposed for being
What
a
was the origin
pedophile
of his-
rapist?
yeah, of his
Well,
arrest? How did he get
he got
caught?
arrested
How did
and
he
went
caught?
to jail for trafficking
How
a
did he get caught?
child.
Who caught him? Who reported him?
There, literally hundreds of different people. I mean, there's a
Name one
reason
person.
why there's 6 million different. Jane Doe
One
number
person-
4.
name One person.
Jane Doe. Jane Doe number 4.
They were called. A lot of them were called
Jane
in,
Doe
and
number
they couldn't
4.
be proven because they were just